Hi YouTube, Orlando here again with another video. First of all, Happy New Year's, and I hope you guys had a great holiday season with your family and your loved ones. And thanks, Papa. Put the keys away. You got the.
I got the key.
Yeah. Open up the key box and put the keys away. Here. Hope you guys had a great holiday season. Anyway, I want to show you guys my shop. It's a little heated shop. Here is where I park most of my cars. These are my cars too, but these aren't rentals. Look at the weather here in Colorado Springs. It's been like this for the last 3 or 4 days. It's nasty. Here's where I wash my cars real quick. Let me show you. Wait a minute. Where is it? You can't see it too well behind those trees, but it's that blue building right there. That blue building right there. That's where I wash my cars. And I wash them snow, rain, heat, sleet, hail, whatever, I wash them. And that's it. I got a few pointers that I had in my head, and I want to talk about them real quick. I'm going to try to make this video shorter than the last one. And because I got to go with my son, I promised him we were going to go do some exercise. So, and I don't want him to wait for me too long. Okay, Poppy, I'll be right there. Sorry for the blurriness. I put this freaking screensaver on my phone because I broke my other phone. And it's horrible. I hate it. It's like blurry, but next time I'll get like one of those glass ones or something. I don't know. Anyway, I was just thinking about a few things, and I got a little bit of feedback on my last video, and it was cool. Thank you guys for the comments. I don't get a lot of views because I'm not like a YouTuber or anything. I don't know how to edit videos. I don't know how to do nothing. But I enjoy it, you know, and I'm retired, and I just enjoy doing this every once in a while. So on Turo again, I've been thinking a little bit. I've had things got really slow for a while after October. I think I made that video in October or something. They got really slow for a while. I think it was the coronavirus. It came back and got worse. Here in Colorado Springs, we went to code red, if I'm not mistaken, and it got horrible. And we also had the elections. And that was crazy. And, anyway, so basically the market, for me, it tanked. And I was thinking about a few things. And, for example, people who rent cars, people who finance the cars versus people who buy them outright. And that's been a topic also that I've seen on other people talking about. And everybody has his opinion. You know, in my specific case, not trying to criticize nobody, but in my specific case, it works out for me to buy them because I had a dealership and I had all these cars anyway, most of these cars anyway. And I've kept, once I retired in late August, I kept buying. I would sell one, get rid of it, buy another one, you know. So, and the reason to me is because the argument out there for, the argument out there for buying a car versus financing it is you're playing with somebody else's money, right? So you go get a car, no money down, or $1,000 down, whatever, and you put it on tour and you try to make that money, right? And which is fine, I get it, you know. But then you got to, and all those expenses that we were talking about in my last video, all the stuff you got to do. On top of that, you got to think about that car payment. So it's kind of tough. It's not that tough if things are good. If you're renting, like I was in August and in October, I was happy. I was renting 20, 25 a day, days a month, most of my cars. And I was doing okay. But then that's why I was thinking about it. Then you get a month like November, beginning of December, like the first 2 weeks, you're like, man, you're looking at, I got 9 cars, 10 cars. Now I got 9. I got rid of one. And I'm looking at them like I had no rentals or had, but, you know, in the whole week I had 2 or 3, you know, and most of my cars here or at my house. So it wasn't, you know, so you got to think about that because you still got that payment. So in my case, I think, this is just my opinion for what it's worth, buying them is a good deal. I know not everybody can buy them. I know not everybody can go out and buy, you know, $6,000, $7,000, blah, blah, blah. But if you can do 1 or 2, or if you can give a big down and work for like 6 months or whatever, 4 months just to pay that car off. You're not making no money, but you're getting that grill off your back. Then it's yours. And the beauty about it is, because I've seen some arguments out there that, yeah, by the time you get your return on investment, which is what I say, if I buy like my Elantra that I always talk about, it takes me 6-7 months to get my return on investment. And on some cars, it'll take me a year, more than a year. So it depends. But, and so basically what people are saying is, oh, you got to wait 10 months or whatever it is to get your return on investment, and then you start making profits. So you're working for free all that time. No, that's wrong. I'll tell you why. Because return on investment, yes, you got to wait to get that return on investment, but you still own the car. That car has some value. And if you do things right and you don't do something stupid and get your car totaled and lose the whole car, you're fine. So you got to count that. Now, some people out there, I've seen it. They're like, no, because, if you buy a car cash, then you're going to be 10 months or 12 months or whatever it is to get to pay back that car, whatever it cost you. And then you're going to start making money. So you're going to work 10 months for free. No, you're not. You own that car outright. You take care of it like I do. You wash it, you clean it. I got all my tools. I change the oil, do the brakes. You make sure that car's in tip-top shape or at least decent. It's always going to have some value. So granted, yeah, it's going to take a while to get your return on my favorite car, my Elantra. It's going to take me 6 months or 7 months or whatever it's going to take me. But I just sold one because I had Elantra. I bought another one, and then I sold the other one. I'm sorry about that. So I just sold it, and and that's money in my pocket. So you got to think of that too. It's not just I can't get my money back. Yes, you can. You'll get your money back, and you still own the car. And in that Elantra that I just got rid of, I didn't have it on Turo alone. I had that car for 3 years on my rental car company. So that car paid for itself 6 or 7 times. You know what I mean? So I think, in my opinion, it's better to do that. I mean, if you're in a situation where you can't and you have to finance a car because you want to try to do Turo, fine. I mean, not everybody can do it, but maybe you start with a cheaper car. You don't have. I just screwed up. I just bought myself a real fancy car, and I'm against it. I criticize it, and I rented it twice in 2 months, 2 days. I made it's $200 a day. A Maserati, real nice car, but it's a piece of junk. I mean, it's worthless for Turo. I mean, I bought it because I'm crazy and it's a toy, but I'm against it's against what I preach. And again, I have advantages. I can sell it. I can take it to the auction if I have to. I have my dealer's license still, so it's different. But I don't recommend it. Not in this market. Not in Colorado Springs. And again, it'll depend on the market. If you're in a good market. Okay, so little pointers here. When things get bad, this is what I did. Okay, because I don't care how many other cars I have or whatever, or the dealer business. That has nothing to do, or if I do something stupid like I did with that car, that has nothing to do. Your personal finances should have nothing to do with your business. Your business should make money, period. If you have $1 million in the bank, you're not just going to blow it because you have all this money in the bank. Or it doesn't matter what your house and your personal situation is. These cars have to make money, period. They have to make money, period. That car that I just bought because I'm stupid and I wanted to have a nice car, I'm gonna have it for 2-3 more months because I like driving it, and then it's gone. Okay, it's gone. I'm gonna make a little bit, whatever I can on the rental, boom, and I'm gonna dump it before it depreciates too bad. And I got that advantage. But so going back to what I was saying, your car should make you money. My numbers are my cars. Regardless of what I get, I'm kind of semi-retired and I have some other income streams. I don't count that. These cars have to pay for this little shop that I got here. They got to pay for all my expenses. If not, I won't do it. I'll just completely retire. Why would I be here? It's January the 1st, okay? Why would I be here with my son, busting my ass, washing cars, cleaning cars, getting them ready, if I'm losing money? I'll just stay home. So anyway, little tips and pointers for the bad times, okay? We just came to wash a car at the car wash in the snow on January the 1st. Why? It's not rented, but we got it ready. All my cars, I got 4 cars here. They're coming to pick up one tomorrow. They're all ready. You don't want to run at the last minute and let's say you get a decent rent on January the 1st or the 2nd or whatever, and it's snowing and it's bad, and what are you going to do? You can't deliver the car? You're going to cancel the trip? What if the guy comes for a week on one of your nicest cars?
or on a $50 a day, whatever, on your only car, doesn't matter. You're going to get 300, 400 bucks, and you can't because you didn't clean it or whatever. No. Try to have all your cars clean no matter. When the car people come in, I clean my car as soon as they come in, unless it's really late at night or whatever. But most of the time, it's 10 degrees outside. But most of the time, I'll clean my car right there. Boom. Why? As soon as they get it, boom, it's booked. It's ready. I don't have to do nothing. I come here, meet the customer, or I park the car outside, put the lockbox on it, and do a remote. Not only that, I changed my December. Things were slow. I'm telling you, things were slow. I changed my rentals to 1 hour pickup time instead of 3 hours. Because usually it's 3 hours, my rentals. A lot of people do 6 hours. Some people do more, which I think is ridiculous. I mean, it depends. If you work and you don't have the time, well, I get it. But if you're just doing Turo like I am, I do 3 hours most of the time. I went down to 1 hour, and I did a search, and I would search, like, let's say it's 5 o'clock, I'd search for 6 or 6:30. Nobody would show up, just my cars. Or it was like 1 or 2 guys that would show up. And so if you just got into the airport, or you're in a jam and you need a car like in an hour, you go on Turo. Who are you going to book from? You're going to book from me. So I did that, and I got some books. December picked up for me at the like mid-December picked up for me. I did a whole bunch of changes. I did in my case, I'm not recommending it to everybody. I went to the 85% plan, which is the riskiest plan. It's the worst plan. I got a $2,500 deductible. I took a risk. I said, let's do it, because this is what I do. This is, not only that, I didn't do it on the Maserati. On Maserati, I stayed with a good plan, 70% plan. But on the rest, I said, well, I'm going to chance it. Hopefully nothing will happen, and if it does, I can fix most of the stuff myself, so I can get a little bit more. So even if I rent a little less, I want to get a little bit more. I'm going to go back to the 80% plan. I'm not going to, or maybe even the 75% plan, because I'm not going to stay like this. But, you tweak. Wash your cars before people come. Adjust your I started giving free deliveries. Now, free for 1 day, because I'm not that desperate, okay? But if you get, it was like 3 days or 4 days, something like, I used to do 2 weeks. I charge $50 to pick you up at the airport and drop you off, because I'm not doing it for free, especially for a 1 day trip. My Elantra, $37 car, or $50. Oh, by the way, the prices went up. Turo's prices are going up. But anyway, $45 car, whatever it is. I'm not going to the airport back and forth with my wife in the snow for for the 80% of, or 85% of. There's no way. But if you do 3 days, I started, depending on the car and the price, I made it worth my while. So so that helped also. Because if you're at the airport, I think I stayed with the 1 hour or the 2 hour. I can't remember. Because sometimes I got to pick them up here. Sometimes they're at the house. So when I was so if you get to the airport, you don't have a car, and you need a car, and everybody's in the 3 hour and the 6 hour wait time, and I'm at the 1 hour wait time. Who are you going to rent from? Everybody's at you get to Colorado Springs Airport or Denver, wherever you are, to the airport, and I was picky. I wouldn't deliver unless it was 2 weeks or more. Some I wouldn't deliver, period. Now, 3-4 days, I'll deliver. And I picked up. I did December almost as good as I did October. November. Yeah, November tanked. December was tanking, and I started tweaking. Okay, why? Somebody, like I said, somebody gets to the airport. They don't want to wait 3 hours or 6 hours, and they're desperate. And they went to Enterprise, and they asked them for their firstborn child and their ticket and their credit card and all this other stuff. Turo's pretty lenient. So they went to Turo. They're desperate. And they don't want to sit there in the airport with their kids for 3 hours waiting for you to go or whatever. Plus, they got free delivery this time. If there's a certain amount of days, 3-4 days. Most people who are going to come traveling, they're not going to come for 1 day. Most people. They're going to come 3-4 days. So they get free delivery, and they get short wait time. Stuff like that. Little tweaks here and there that I did, and they helped me. I did pretty good in December. And I was pretty happy with that. So I was just thinking about that, and I just wanted to explain to you guys cash versus finance. There's a good argument to be made for both. My case, cash is better. I truly believe that, because I still hold the asset. Yes, I have to work to get my return on investment, but that asset is mine. That's money in my hand right there. Even if I don't get my return on investment, like that Maserati, you know, I bought it. I think I goofed off. I think I screwed up. I shouldn't have bought it, but I'm enjoying it. And you know what? It's money in my hand. So I'll rent it 2 or 3 more months. I drive it every day, by the way, when it's sunny, in my nice little Maserati. And you know what? When I'm tired of it, that's money in my hand. Boom. I don't pay nobody for it. I don't have to lease return. I don't have to think about how many miles. I don't have to think about I leased it and I can't scratch it. I can't. No, it's my car. And all these. And so I truly believe in my case. I truly believe in cash versus finance, and I don't have that pressure. If I have a month like November, or even the beginning of December, where you're just, oh my God, you're sitting there and you're looking at your rentals and you don't have hardly any. You know, who cares? Not who cares. I mean, you know, you want to rent and your cars are depreciating a little bit and you're paying, you still have some expenses, but you can rent less and pay your expenses, and you don't have no car payments. You're not worried about, because you finance your cars, and you have 2 or 3 bad months, you're shutting down. You're going out of business. Period. You know, you have 3 or 4 Novembers in a row, like this November, Repo Man's coming. You know what I mean? So in my specific case, and again, that'll depend on the market. It'll depend. You know, there's this really intelligent lady called Saima. I love to watch her videos. She's really smart. She finances all her cars, and she does pretty well. But it's a whole different ball game. She's in Los Angeles. Her cars are spotless. She finances them. They have to be spotless because I think she leases them, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a whole different ball game. Her pricing, she's super smart. She's always analyzing everything. And she's been doing it for years, so she knows her stuff. She's doing a pretty good job. That won't work for me. At least it won't work here, unless I buy like really, really cheap cars. And still, I get a few Novembers, man, and I'm paying those even if it's cheap cars, $300 payments. You know, I'm working for free, and I don't have the asset. I don't own nothing. Because, you know, a 24-month lease, I got to give it back or whatever. You know, and I got to make sure the miles don't go over. And I better be making money. So when I get that car back, I have some left over. I get it. People do it, and I understand it. And if it works for them, good for them. It doesn't work for me. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I'd rather do a lot of little Elantras, a lot of little cheap. Which, by the way, I told you guys in that other video. It's my best car. It's banking. Right now I have a lady, she's rented for like 2.5 weeks. And she keeps extending. She extended for tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to come back. But I love it. Those are the in my market, that range, $6,000-$7,000 cars, $8,000, maybe up to 10 are the money makers. Lately I've had luck on that on my BMW and my GMC, which I thought were duds, but they're doing pretty good. They're making money now. So I don't know. The market's kind of crazy sometimes. Who knows? But anyway, that's it. I hope you guys are doing good. Have a great New Year. 2021 is going to be awesome. We're going to kill it. And for those of you who do Turo, I hope November wasn't as bad for you as it was for me. Or if it was, I hope you guys survived through it. And did your tweaks. Do your tweaks. Look at everybody else. Do your tweaks. Like I said, man, 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever. If it's 6 o'clock and somebody needs a car for 7:30, who are they going to go to? You. Yeah, you got to hustle a little more, but so what? You got to stay afloat, and you got your cars are ready, because you didn't wait because you're lazy and you waited for somebody to rent the car so you can get it ready. No, Michael, we just did that BMW. Came back in the snow, nasty. Me and my son, we went over, washed it, vacuumed it, got it ready. We don't tire shine inside. We tire shine outside. Somebody comes in, we tire shine, take pictures, boom, 1 hour. You need the car at 7? Come get it. Take care, guys. Happy holidays. Happy New Year's. And see you on the next one.